Hey, I'd like to welcome you all to Water Your Soil. So this video right here is going to be about the one missing piece that you need in order to increase your credit score. Oftentimes when I hear people talking about increasing their credit scores, I rarely hear this mentioned, but this is a very important piece that needs to be mentioned, and I'm going to talk about it here in this video. So you want to sit back and watch the video, all right? Let's get into it. When you first start out with your credit journey, you go and you seek out information, and you go from resource to resource in order to find that information. And oftentimes when people seek out information on how to increase their credit score, they oftentimes find information regarding credit cards and secured credit cards, how to dispute items, how to get items removed. Those are usually the main things people discuss and talk about when trying to help people with increasing their credit scores. However, in this video, I'm going to talk about one main missing ingredient that I rarely hear people talk about in regards to increasing their credit scores. And when you have things such as secured cards and credit cards, it's very important for you to have this one missing piece. And now I know some of you may be wondering, like, what could the missing piece possibly be? Like, do I need to be an authorized user? Do I need to get added on with a trade line account? What is it that I need, and what is it that's the missing piece? Well, that missing piece goes back to a comment that I received on one of my secured credit card videos. It was months ago. I can't remember the person's name, but they commented and they asked me, they said they didn't have any income, and they were saying, you know, can they still apply for a secured credit card? And I told them the main thing you need for getting approved for a secured card is you need some form of income, because how else would you be able to purchase items and pay the credit card company back if you don't have any income? So income was something that I told them they need and they should attempt to at least get before they apply for the secured credit card. And that's what I want to talk to you all about today. Income. Income is very important when it comes to trying to increase your credit score. We more than likely are about to experience, rough financial hardships as a country. So it's important to be on top of your finances, specifically your account management. What is your account management? Well, it goes down to your student loans, your credit card accounts, if you have personal loans, if you have auto loans, any form of account that you have in your possession over these next 2 to 5 years, you want to make sure you are managing those accounts the best way possible. And one of the best ways that you can manage an account, and one of the best tools to help you manage those accounts, is income. So that's what I want to talk to you about. The missing piece that you need for increasing your credit score is income. So we have two sides of things. We have the cash is king crowd, and then we have the credit is everything crowd. And I always tell people, why not both? Because in my opinion, you need both. You need income, and you also need to have your credit score together, because believe it or not, they work hand in hand, especially in regards to credit. If you have your income together and you have your finances together, it usually helps you on the back end with your credit score. Why? Because you're able to pay off bills on time. You're able to pay back, whatever you spend. You're able to manage your utilization correctly because you already have income coming in. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on your credit card on a month-to-month basis. Or another factor that people don't really consider is when you do have high income and you have a good credit score, there's a good possibility, not guaranteed, of course, because I don't guarantee anything on YouTube, but there is a good possibility that you'll receive a favorable credit limit because you do have a high income as well as a good credit score. So if you combine a high income, which is subjective, of course, I'll let you make your decision on what's a good and high income for you. If you combine that with a good credit score, your outlook for getting a good credit limit on your credit card is usually good. So I always tell people, they work hand in hand. you should be working towards acquiring both. That means you should be working towards bringing in more income as well as managing your accounts correctly so that on the back end, your credit score can be in the good and excellent range. Now, as we all know, all of this takes work. It takes work to bring in more income. It takes work to have a good or excellent credit score, but having these two things combined, a good credit score as well as income, you're pretty much on a good path, and that's a great option to have, two options to choose from. Now, of course, some people prefer cash over credit. And that's fine, because as I always tell people on this channel, and I always tell my subscribers, at minimum, a good credit score is a good plan B option. At minimum, there is nothing like having a good plan B option to your cash option. So I always tell people it's a good idea to have both. I think it's a great idea to have both cash as well as good credit. So if you have both of these things, or at least you're working on these things over the next 2 to 5 years, it should set you up to win in the future. As I always state, nothing is guaranteed, nothing is guaranteed. However, if you work towards improving both of those areas of your life, then you'll be on a good path for keeping your credit score maintained, because as I stated, you'll be able to pay off your bills, you'll be able to pay them off in full, and you'll be able to pay them off on time, as well as you'll have your credit score, which, as I stated, is a great plan B option. But I just wanted to mention that in this video. I wanted to make a quick little video talking about that, because I don't really hear people talking about income too much, and income is very important when it comes to trying to increase your credit score. You have to have some form of income. These credit card companies, they want to see you have some form of income. And as I always tell people, when it comes to these applications, it helps to be honest, and it helps to put a good income down. Don't lie on these applications, because there are ways that they can and will find out, and you don't want that, because that'll potentially get your account closed down. But I just wanted to talk to you all about the missing ingredient in increasing your credit score, which is income. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the super thanks button if you want to, if this video helped you in any kind of way. But if not, be sure to hit the like button. Also, if you are not a subscriber, be sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out and click on all notifications. Once again, this is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you all for watching, and I'm out. Hold on. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right?